Evening, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Bitcoin is up 3.63%. So, we got to talk about that. I've seen a lot of people posting YouTube videos. I want to be part of the crowd and post YouTube videos as well. We're going to look at, a couple of channels, what's happening in Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks very, very strong. It's not pulling back anywhere close to anything bearish. We're also going to look at a new pattern I didn't kind of discover, but it does kind of confirm a little bit move that might happen or that previous did happen. But it is something that we should we that like technical analysis and lines and stuff like that, we should keep in mind. And we're also going to talk about Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart and this falling wedge that broke towards the downside. So I want to say a couple of words about that. But we will start with Bitcoin, and of course, as you can see here, we have a couple of charts. This is a small time frame chart. This is a 1 hourly chart. There was a very nice channel up here towards the upside. There was a very nice channel towards the upside. We broke that towards the downside like we kind of expected, and we moved right back into the channel. This move into the channel was very, very bullish. We went to the midline up here, pulled back a couple of times up here, failed to break on the downside up here, and again went towards the upside. Just right now, we are retesting this midline again, and I'm thinking again, 31.6 give or take, maybe even break out towards 32 up here towards the upside, might even very likely happen. Now, people are very bearish, and my theory still stands from a couple of days ago that let me just find a clean chart, that this move up here, if you remember, there was a BlackRock fake news came out from Cointelegraph, that this move up here got a lot of people to sell, right? So we had a big fake news. We went all the way up to 30k towards the upside, and my theory is that a lot of people sold, because these people that bought down here, they were thinking like, if it doesn't break down, it might actually go up to 29, 30k, 31k, give or take, in this range up here, and that would be a very nice place to sell, take kind of short-term profits. But once you sell up here, it's very hard again to enter the position and go towards the upside, because they are right now expecting again a big move towards the downside over here, where they'll get new long position if it's going to go towards the upside. So I think the way my theory works is that everybody that wanted to sell sold, and now they're sitting on the sidelines waiting for a pullback that never happens, right? So the max pain right now comes if we go towards upside over here. Why? Because there are no longs. Technically there are longs, but there are no decent longs. People close their positions, and right now they're waiting for pullback. So if you do go towards the upside up here, all of these people that close their long positions will now be sitting on the sidelines. It's very hard for them to enter the trade. Down here it's very easy. They see they see very important support level. They buy the support level hoping it won't break down. I mean, you don't have to be 2000 IQ to actually do that. Support level, you go long. If it breaks down, you exit the position. Same old. But getting back into a new long position on a green candles up here at the top, it is very, very hard. Now, just recently, I mean, maybe 30 minutes ago, I posted on Twitter and said, around 32k level, up here, 32k level, when we come to these kind of tops, and we are very, very close to that right now, everybody and their grandmother will be shorting these levels. And the only thing that I can kind of conclude is that if you go towards upside from these levels up here, everybody gets wrecked. Shorters get wrecked. People who are still sitting on the sideline get wrecked because they're on sidelines. People who didn't buy long up here because they believed whatever FUD there was that we are going to go lower, they're still sitting on sidelines. So everybody's sitting on the sidelines. Shorters are putting new positions up here at the top, but there are no longs. So the max pain right now, the way I see it, is towards the upside. So I think that there is very good chance to break up here above the 32k levels and go towards upside, because that is the max pain. That is where most people get wrecked. Whether you are a long trader right now or a bear trader, because entering long position on these kind of candles at the resistance, very few people do that. Very few people do that. That said, I think right now that we are coming to this 31, 32k level, a lot of shorters. So there might be some kind of zigzag pattern up here. There might be some kind of pullbacks. There might be some kind of action up here where they try to do that, pull price back down. But if they fail to do that and we break the 32k level, it's pretty much over. And you'll see up here that we are already kind of breaking those levels, important levels. These are weekly levels. and monthly levels up here. The blue box up here at the top goes from all the way to the top up here. Actually, it's a little bit up here. Over there, that's the blue box. That's the resistance, major resistance level on the weekly time frame. What you can see here, that we actually came to those levels, stopped there, and right now we are breaking. And now this candle up here is still not closed candle, but we are doing so far so good. Now there is still 6 days left, and this can of course pull back down, and this might be resistance level and whatnot. But we will see weakness in the price before that happens. Right now there is no weakness in price. We are kind of pulling back up here, but just like over here we are pulling back. We are still climbing towards upside. The trend is still intact. The trend is still intact. It's still climbing slowly towards upside, towards the resistance level, and we like these slow climbs. I explained this before. Once price climbs slowly, nobody gets into the trades. Everybody kind of waiting for a pullback. Pullback never happens. It just kind of slowly climbs, comes to the resistance, consolidates a little bit, and then explodes towards the upside. And once it explodes towards the upside, even the breakout trader failed to catch that because it goes so fast. And by the time they start catching that, we are already at something like 35k. So I haven't seen any kind of breakdown in the price where the price should actually break down. There is no bearishness on the price. This move is actually extremely strong. If you look at the moving averages up here, we are a little bit extended right now from the 10 moving average. You can see up here 10 moving average down here. This is my overextension indicator. We are a little bit extended from that, and you can see up here there has been a couple of times where we have gone above that. So some kind of consolidation up here towards the 32k might come, but once it starts going, overextensions can extend for a period of time. So you can go towards upside, you can extend this even more towards the upside, and then eventually it can pull back. But it does look good. We are breaking the resistance. Weekly candle up here. If you look at a weekly candle, where is the weekly candle up here? Weekly candle closed above all of the moving averages. This is 10, 20, 200 moving average, which is very, very nice. It closed above all sorts of, resistance levels up here. I mean, you gotta go all the way up to these stops up here to see that we just closed just barely below this last resistance level. But once this resistance level over here, the blue box is actually broken, and this actually goes, I think, we might actually continue towards upside. Nothing is still done, even though everybody is bullish, and even though I'm very much bullish. Now we are still in the channel. This channel we were talking a bit about before, this channel up here, the big channel up here, and you can see up here we're still in the channel. It's only outside of the channel when we break that towards upside that this stuff starts going towards upside very, very hardly and very, very quickly. So it's not gonna take like 2 months to get to 40, 60, 40 or 46k or something like that. It's gonna go pretty fast. You will see that on, for example, where is it? Give me just a second to find it. On link, for example, up here, and you can see up here on the link. The link had this range over here, and once it actually broke that range, it started going up. These are the first stop. Down here was if you go on the weekly time frame, no, monthly time frame up here. Monthly time frame closed above the resistance level up here, and once it actually closed, pulled back and just explode towards upside. So these fast moves above resistance level, major resistance level, they do go fast. Now this isn't on Bitcoin, this isn't a sideways channel. This isn't a sideways. It might look on a weekly time frame like sideways channel, but it's more like slightly sloping upwards channel. There is also no divergence up here on the chart. If you look at, for example, on the monthly time frame, there is no divergence up here. I mean, everything is looking nicely. There is no divergence up here. There is no divergence up here. There is no bullish divergence. So the price is actually just zigzagging very, very nicely, and there is no divergence up here. So once it starts actually breaking up here towards upside, this move up here is gonna go very fast. So people, if you think right now, 3-4% is fast, it's not fast. It's slow. The fast move will come, and it will get everybody to FOMO in. Not only that, on the monthly time frame up here, we are very, very close to crossing the zero line on the MACD, which is very important level. We already got a MACD, bullish cross over here. But the midline up here, sorry, the zero line up here on the MACD, that's the important one. So once we start crossing that towards upside, that's when the big moves are gonna come, right? So I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, because it's 23rd October right now, maybe in a week's time, give or take, after a little bit consolidation. So starting in November, for whatever reason, waiting for November, we might see that big move that everybody is waiting for, right? So I don't think that's a big move right now. Now, the second thing I want to talk about was this chart over here. I was just watching video from Felix and friends, and I saw this chart, and I noticed down here at the bottom, I noticed down here at the bottom, there is, first of all, there is a support level, very important support level over here. You can see up here how it tapped 3 times. Major support level. This goes all the way back to 2012. And then it broke down. It broke down between below that support level, created a double bottom down here, and then it is important part up here. This move over here, you can see how it's slowly curving up there. It's like a parabolic move out of the zone, right? Parabolic move out of the zone. You can see up here how it went parabolic move out zone, retested that, double retest that, and then continued towards the upside. But this parabolic move out of the zone is very, very important. Oftentimes you will have like these resistance support levels or resistance levels that get broken, right? So this was a major level of support that got broken, and once this actually happens, you go into capitulation move. Now this isn't a big capitulation move like you have some kind of top and then you break the support level and then you go into a capitulation move, right? That's one of these capitulation moves. But once you're at the bottom, there is also capitulation moves on the bottom, right? Where you're going to capitulation move below support again, where everybody thinks, oh my god, it's over. Then you get out of that and continue towards the upside. This over here is capitulation move. You can see up here it went down, it stayed there for a while. Everybody who knew was gonna happen, gathered whatever was down here, and then you get this parabolic move up because they failed to, hold it any longer on the downside, and it just comes right back above the support level. You will see this, for example, on Bitcoin. Let me find a clean chart. Up here, let's clean up everything over here from the chart. You'll see in this Bitcoin, the same thing kind of happened, right? Over here. See up here, over here we got support level, very major support level, where we broke that support level and went into this capitulation, right? When everybody was thinking, yeah, it's over, it's gonna go down, it's gonna, whatever, right? But we went into this capitulation, and you can see up here, over here, we got this parabolic move out of the zone, which is very, very bullish. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because this is a TA channel. We like the lines, we care about TA, we try to learn anytime anything special happens. Anytime you see a major support level getting broken, and then gets into the box and doesn't fall more down, once this move starts tapping, this is the initial move out of the zone, right? This is the initial move. So make sure to notice these moves out of these zones, because these are important. And right now you saw that on this yield rise chart over here, but I've seen it other places before. I just can't find it right now, but I've seen it other places before when we break the support level. Now, when we're talking about support levels getting broken, Bitcoin, a lot of people are talking about this chart over here, and the way I mean, this could also be a channel. This could also be a channel, something like this, where we go all the way down to the bottom, but I don't think that's the case. I do believe that Bitcoin is very strong, and the dominance right now, I think, is still pushing towards the upside right now. It's up 1% today just. And Ethereum versus Bitcoin is going towards the downside. Even though Ethereum is up, Bitcoin is going up more. So Bitcoin is up 3.4%, Ethereum is up 1.6%. Just because Bitcoin is beating Ethereum does not mean that Ethereum is not going towards the upside. That said, major support level is getting broken right now. So what right now is going to happen, and what I'm actually looking for over here, if I want to see that Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin, is for this move to come out of this line over here, because we've been also talking about this a lot. Anytime you have falling wedge or a rising wedge, you will have these fake outs, right? You will have this, let's take a rising wedge, you will have these fake outs where the price breaks and breaks the resistance, and then tries to either retest this line or retest this line over here, and then bounce again, right? The bears are trying to push the price back below the line. If they fail to do that, and the price actually just bounces up here above the previous high, this actually goes up. This is actually extremely strongly bullish. The same thing is going to happen over here, the way I see it. Right now we're coming out of this falling wedge onto the support levels, and I think right now that the next move is for Ethereum to win over Bitcoin and try to break the resistance level. If it fails that and goes back below the support levels, this is gonna, Bitcoin is gonna just run over everything. On the other hand, if you see the move, and this is what I'm looking for right now, if you see the move above this resistance level over here, this falling wedge, this is actually a strong move. You can already know once we are out over here that this, Bitcoin is done and Ethereum is the new king. That's all I want to say about Ethereum Bitcoin. But right now, I mean, both are going up. Everything is going up. Everything is, you know, nice and dandy. You know, life is good. But if you want to see when Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin, this is the time when this falling wedge actually breaks towards upside. Hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy the Bitcoin pump. I don't know, you know, you never know how long it's gonna last, so, you know, enjoy while you can. I've seen a lot of bears posting, but I haven't seen bearish price action on the charts, so, you know, it's all good and dandy. Do remember again that we are not out of the channel just yet, and we have a little bit more to go before we can get, you know, stupidly bullish, but it does look very, very nice. That said, everybody and their grandma is gonna, you know, try to short these levels over here. If they manage to do that and price, you know, pulls back below the midline and stuff like that, you know, that should not happen. On the other hand, if they fail to do that and price just, you know, zigzags and then breaks towards the upside, 46K, like Nana says. I'll see you around, guys. Where's my outro? Bye bye.